was not able to monitor himself, especially on his own timetable. Sometimes even homework also forgot to do. We have buy assessment for him, but the assessment book do halfway, which he will say he will do, then end up it will become tomorrow, and the tomorrow never comes. That he said he will do it, but when we come and follow up with him, how come haven't do it or do halfway? That was nothing complete. Even complete, it takes a very long time. We need to take turn to try to monitor him and even try to watch out for him, because we are afraid that he might be overused in like phones or laptops for games. So we try to control, but we cannot take away something from a child that they wanted, but we need to set some parameter to control, but we have no idea how to do it. So that's why we seek for an assistant for first place.
I used to laze in my bed, do nothing, and I feel very bored. But then sometimes I'll tend to play games behind my parents' back without them knowing.
The most painful thing is how to get his result better, how to improve him and to get his behaviors from worse to bad to good, good even better itself. We understand as a parent, we can't have an overnight change within weeks that everything can make it happen itself. As long as we can have something that input on him and he can slowly become the habitual to do it by himself. The mom also try to get some tutors for maths, English. It takes quite a long time because his focus, we realize, is not that much. We see some changes, but the mindset still not there yet. So we find it very difficult for him to advance himself for P6. We have tried a lot of methods going through tuition, but it's just that he can't engage by just himself. Tuition, even we have also think, let's go for 4 subjects itself, but it's going to be very costly for us. In terms of first principle, this significant cost actually takes a lot for us itself, but we see changes, we are also happy. Because once he changed, we have another boy, which is 7 years younger, will actually follow according to this very big investment. But as long as we help the kids, it's not a really big matter itself. I think it's good. Maximus was very kind for him, very nice to him, more like buddy, friends. Maximus have really identified on the root cause, and almost every week we have separate discussions how to get this improved. Even for Masha, after a phase right, you have the engagement itself. We also find ways how can we change the way of approach. I think Maximus have put in quite a big effort by giving him additional knowledge beyond what is followed by the first principle syllabus or phases to go through. But sometimes even beyond giving that extra knowledge. His method is like a brother holding his arm and come on, let's go. He's going to exhausted, but come on, let's go. We are going to reach finish line. We see the brothership.
He's very, very, very patient with me. Whenever I talk badly or like shout, he would comfort me or like help me so that I can change for the better. I'll seriously highly recommend most people to Maximus.
It was always like the first 10 minutes before our session starts. I will engage him with like simple games online before we actually cover like the content or what we need to go through for that session. We played Wordle, we played drawing games, we played Scribblio. There was one very heated time whereby we were drawing the toothbrush. Then I was like, I'm gonna send this poll, okay, I'm gonna ask everyone like whether my toothbrush or your toothbrush is better. You won by quite a bit.
Yeah, I remember I received a gift. I have to use water, and then there's this paper where when I use the paintbrush and dip inside the water, when I write on it, the words will appear black, but then a few moments later, the thing will disappear.
It's like magic, right? Basically, before every session started, like the bonding that we had.
Phase 1 is still under time management.
Yes.
So phase 2 is try to follow. We see some engagement for him to follow and do it. And even I'm surprised when it comes to June, This metal cupboard, which I brought for him, is full of his past year's paper, almost four stack itself. He actually do it and correct himself, which he also planned for himself and do corrections. He have take his own initiative to take the paper that he faced difficult question, go and ask the tutor. I don't know how to do. Can you teach me? I mean, in the past, he will just sweep in the carpet. We don't even bother about how difficult the question, because he will run away from the problem. After the phase 2, I see he will tend to engage on the problem and to find out how to resolve it itself.
I have improved a lot, as Maximus told my father to get me many papers to do. I did a lot and I was quite amazed by myself to see that I've done a lot of papers and I've not accomplished all this before. I started to see myself improving when I compare my papers from last time to now. I've seen a big change in myself. Some questions in those practice papers came out in my prelims, so I know how to do the question because I encountered it before. So that really helped me. That's why I feel like I'm ready to go to the PSLE, First Principles Education. You guys helped me change my attitude, and also you guys helped me with my studies so that I can not make the same mistakes again and improve more in my studies. I do not really care about anything.
It's more of the pride. Little bit thing itself, and he is not happy with somebody and got mad and angry with the person,
Yes.
and don't care about the person. The past is like he very enclosed, but after getting engaged, he more toned down and more open up.
There are like two main things that I noticed. First is, I think this was also discussed with Zenrik. At the beginning of the program, he had a lot of difficulty like trying to convey his thoughts into words. So he struggled with like translating what he's thinking to telling other people. It's very difficult to grasp like some of the things that he has been saying. So I think that was like quite a challenge at the start. But along the way, you know, as I broke things down for him and he got along with the flow of the program, of what was being covered, then I think he could slowly like understand to like be more systematic with his thoughts, so then he can better like converse in a conversation. Because I personally think that this is a very important skill that we need to like hone over the years, and this is not something that anyone can really teach you because it's part of your thought process. So your thought process is like what you can do, right? So I think with a curriculum like that, as well as a mentor present, help to form his thoughts better when he want to engage in a conversation. Then the second point is, I think June holidays was the sparking point for him. Like started having like a huge improvement. Really shocked me as well, because I didn't expect June holidays to be so smooth sailing. He really diligently did all the practice papers that both of us have set together. He actually did them and he uploaded them like every week on Google Drive as evidence to show that he has completed them. That was done like all 4 weeks of June holidays. So that's why at the end of June holidays, I was telling him, do you know you have already completed like 50 papers in that whole month? Yeah, then you yourself were also like surprised, right? Yeah, exactly. Afterwards, it continued to shock me as well, because as phase 2 came to an end, that's when I started to like try to let go, because you know, he needs to be more independent. It warmed my heart because he took the initiative to send his own schedule into the Slack group without me prompting or asking him. You have been doing that the past few weeks, right?
Yes.
That's my success matrix. It just shows that I don't have to tell him anymore. He can do it himself, and he is sending it into the Slack group without me telling him to do so, which was a very vast difference from when the program started.
I would suggest get yourself engaged first. Always ask. We need to do something good for our children unless you have other alternative. If you don't have initiative to ask or even to engage them, you will never know what's the benefit for your children for this first principle program.